Hello everyone, welcome to Pathway to Beyond Success. In today's video, we are going to create an examination form. There would be some field which would be there in the examination form, and at last there would be a submit button. And we are going to create this form in React Native. So let's start. First, we need to create a folder. Then cd over this folder. Now we need to initialize project. So for that, we will use React Native community. So npx React Native community CLI. Then we will give the init, and then we will give the project name as sample form. Okay. So now React Native initializing our project. It will take some time. Okay. Now we need to cd over this sample form. Now open it in VS Code. It will create a starting template of our React Native. Yeah, so now we need to run the emulator. So for to run the emulator, we need to run the command npx React Native run and write. So it will open our emulator. So for to run the any project of React Native, first we need to open run emulator, and then we need to start our project. So here I want to run our project in Android, so that's why I have written here run Android. If I wanted to run it in iOS, then I have written here run iOS. Okay, instead of run Android, we should write run iOS. Okay, so now you are saying emulator is opening. Yeah, it will take some time. Now we need to start. Emulator has opened. Now we need to start our project. So for to start, we need to write the command npx React Native start. So reload the app. Now yeah, it's opening here. You can see it's reloading connection. Okay, yeah, it will take some time, so keep patience. Yeah, like a starting page of React Native has opened. Yeah, it's a welcome page. So this page is app.tsx. So now delete all the code and write rnfs. It gives the starting template for our code. Okay, so now test it. So for testing, I will see here. I will remove this app and will write my name. Okay, Mrityunjay Kumar. Okay, so now it should show Mrityunjay Kumar on the starting page of our React Native. So let's see, it's loading. Yeah, Mrityunjay Kumar is showing here. Okay, now we should create form. No, so okay, so we need to create first source folder, and inside the source folder we need to create component folder. We will store all the component here, and then we will create form dot tsx. Okay, so yeah, t6, it will t6 is the extension for React Native actually. Yeah, Tailwind. T stand for Tailwind. It support Tailwind CSS, that's why TSS. Okay, now starting time now, import form. Yeah, if I've imported form component, and then I will render form component in my starting page of React Native project. Okay, so you can see, no, it's load, let it load, refresh it. Okay, it hasn't refreshed. It should show Mrityunjay Kumar form. Yeah, because in our component, in the text section, I have written Mrityunjay Kumar form. Yeah, it's showing Mrityunjay Kumar form. It means our component has properly rendering. Okay, so let's go to the component. Nice. Now we need to create a scroll view. Okay, so we will create a scroll view so that our form can scroll down to the screen. If our form size is greater than the screen size, then it should be scroll. Okay, so yeah, I have wrapped this view inside the scroll view. Now we can scroll the form. Now change the name to examination form. Okay. Now so we need a controller for to create any field. Okay, so controller, so let it import controller, and controller is present in react hook form. From this module I will import it. So we need to install this module as well. So npm install react native form. So yeah, it has installed. Yeah, it's showing good. Now we need to specify some important field of controller. So I start first one is control. I will explain it afterward. So control, and second one is rule. What's the rule for this field? So rule, like if user hasn't filled anything in the field, then it will show this like name is required. If like user tried to submit the form and user has missed the name field, he hasn't filled anything in the name field, then it will show this comment there. Okay, now render attribute. So inside this this will help to render component to the GUI. So here would be here, so it should be on change and value, and I will explain the component afterward. So first and the fourth component is name. So uh, by which keyword we will try to select that field. Okay, so that is name. So here I have given name. Okay, now I will okay, here you are saying there is a underline beneath the control and value also. Okay, so first define control. First we need to define control. Okay, so in form data, like form data, there would be name. Okay, and it should be in a string. Okay, so yes, and now we need to create now we need to define this control. Okay, here, so control will fetch from like this control. Okay, handle submit form state error, then we need to use form. Use form will try to fetch this try to handle these attributes. Okay, on the behalf of user, we not need to handle by ourselves. Use form library will handle. Okay, and form data, here I have defined in curly braces, which will define the type of form data. Okay, then default value I have given as name. Okay, sorry, corrected name. Nice. Now we will define the component which I want to render. So I want to render a text component. Now label this text component. So we label it as full name. And the value of this text component would be the value which would be filled by the user. And if user change the value, like on change text, we will pass on change. It will be handled by use form library. Okay, and mode should be outlined. Okay, so here it's showing problem like value. Okay, yeah, good. Now yeah, it's showing good, like field is there. Now we need to do some styling in the container. So style container. Okay, so container I will give the flags as one, justify content center, align content, sorry, align item, not content. It should be also in center. Okay, no, we need to remove this align item. We need to give padding. Justify content would be enough, like justify content center, it will horizontally align the element at center. Okay, now this text title. Okay, text title. So now let's give a CSS to this title. I want to give the font size as 24, then font weight bold, then margin bottom. Okay, it should be 20, then text align center. Yeah, this would be enough. Yeah, it's looking good here. Title is also looking good. Okay, so I have arranged title and also the field. Now this input field, we need to deal with this input field. Okay, so input. Okay, let's give some margin bottom as 10. Okay, now it's perfect, it's looking perfect. Okay, let's create the submit button now. So yeah, we need to use touchable opacity for to create submit button. Inside this, let's create text and submit. Okay. Now touchable opacity, no? Yeah, so when we click on the submit button, so for to handle that we will use on press method. Okay, so when user will click this submit button, I want to handle this submit. So for that we will create a function handle submit and pass on submit in this. Okay. uh, okay, now let's handle submit. So when user will submit in argument, name will receive and okay, now we need to handle submit. So let's create a props submitted data and set submitted data, and here the data type would be form data. Okay, and like initially it would be null, so let's handle null and assign initial value as null. Okay, so when user click the submit button, I will set the submitted data to data, but like the data which will be received after clicking the submit button. Okay, so yeah, this is. Now I want to show when user submit when user will click the submit button, I want to show the submitted data on a model. So let's import model first. Now we need to define model. Okay, model, and I want to visual this model when a user will click the submit button. Otherwise I don't want to show it. So each visual model and set it visual model. Okay, and set the initial value as false. Okay, now visual would be each visual model and set it as transparent, and I want to set the animation type as slide. Okay, so when it will come model, like model will come on the GUI, it will comes like sliding. Okay, it will so like sliding. So now create a view, and inside this I will check submitted data is null or not. Okay, and if submitted data is not null, then I will show the submitted data. So I will show name here, text name, and name should be submitted data dot name. Okay, so let's submitted data dot name, and yeah, otherwise I will show a message uh, no data submitted. Okay, Okay, now I need to handle this submit button. Text on press set each visual model. Okay, we need to write it in touchable opacity, but before this, set each visual true. Okay, when user will click the submit button, I will set visibility to true. Okay. Okay, now let's give a styling to model container and then model text. Okay, model container. Okay, so I will give flex edge 1 and justify content center, align item center, then background color. I want to give it to let's RGBA. Okay, RGBA color 0.5. Okay, it would be fine. Now let's give a styling to model text. Okay. Okay, so yeah, model text. Let me see. Okay, it's model view. Let's give it to model view. Model text, I will it's model view actually. Okay, so background color to white, padding I will give 20, then border radius as 10, and width should be 80% of the screen size, and align self center. Yeah, model is showing here. You can see name is Mrityunjay, but there is not any close button like for to close this model. So let's create a button here. So for that we will require touchable opacity and text, and this should be close, and let handle on press, and when we click it will set the each visual model to false, so the visibility of model will go. Now it will become invisible. Yeah, a submit button, write it Mrityunjay, and okay, when I will click submit. Now you are saying Mrityunjay and close. Yeah, it's working fine. Nice. Now okay, I have given CSS, I have created close button, created model. Now give a style to model text. So this is what the model text actually. Above one that was model view, and this is model text. Okay, so now give a styling to model text. Model text. I want to assign the font size as 18, font weight as bold, then margin bottom, let's assign it 10. Okay, yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, fine, it's working fine as well. Okay, so now I want submitted data. I want to show a message like these are submitted data. So let's create a text submitted data, and let's check submitted. It's a bit small. Okay, I will add CSS. Okay, let's remove it from here and add here. Then what happened? Let's see. And I want to give the style as style.title. Okay. Oh, it's gone after it's gone outside the model view. Okay, let's delete it from here. Model text. No, not like this. Okay, let's delete it from here and take it inside model view. Now it will look fine. Yeah, it's looking fine. Okay, model view, model container, model text. Okay, I think model is good enough. Okay, now uh, we will create we will apply css on button. So I want to set the background color to blue, and I want to assign some padding. It should be 10. Okay, then border radius of 5, then align item, center, margin, top, then margin bottom. Okay, now add the style dot button, and also in the submit button, style dot button. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's looking cool. It's looking very good. Nice. Now our starting template has created. Pratyunjay Kumar, submit. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, one thing we haven't handled, if user don't fill the field and try to submit, then it should show name is required. Okay, so we need to handle this error. So error, so let's handle it. Error dot name, like if name has not filled, sorry, after controller we need to assign it. If name has not filled, then we need to show a comment below that text box, and what it should be, error dot name dot message, and it will automatically fetch the message from the rule. So see here, name is required actually. So, but I want to set it something like red color, so it look like some warning things. So let's give a styling to this error message, error dot text. Okay, now shine it error text, and I want to set the color as red. Okay, yeah, now it's saying good. So now let's check. Okay, I think it will work fine. Now create another field. So next field would be gender, and gender I will create a radio button. So first we need to import radio button. Now we will need one controller and one text. Okay, so let's first give text and give the write gender here. Okay, then controller, then in control section I will assign control, then we'll give the rule, and in rule its required message would be gender is required. Okay, now I will define render attribute. Okay, the format should be like this. Now I should explain. Now I will define the argument of the field. Now inside this the component which we want to render, so I want to render radio button. Okay, now on change value, like if the value of the radio button get changed, so it will handle on change, and value should be the value what is coming as an argument. Okay, now let's create a view. Inside this I will define the radio button items. Okay, so radio button items would be your gender. So let's give label of like first one is male, and value would be male. Now let's create next item, radio button item, and label should be female, and value should also be female. Okay, Now next one, for others, value and label both should be others. Okay, now we need to give name for this gender. So let's give the name as gender. Okay, now let's check. No, it's showing underline below the name. Okay, we need to define the data type. Okay, we need to define the data type in the form data type actually. Okay, so go to form data, and where we need to define gender, and it should be string. Okay, and then we need to uh, specify in this on submit, like it will receive gender as well when user click the submit button, and then it will set the data. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, yeah, one default value. It also define gender in this default value as well. Default value should be empty string. Okay, now yeah, it's correctly rendering here. Now in this model, I will show the selected gender as well, what user has selected. Okay, now I will give the style as a model text. Okay, now it's underline is showing. Okay, we need to wrap it inside a view, like only one. Yeah, only one component we can send, but here we were sending two text. That's why it were showing error. Now it has gone, and now let's try Mrityunjay Kumar mail and submit. Oh yeah, it's working fine. So yeah, we have defined gender. Now handle the error, like if user hasn't selected the gender field and try to submit, then it should show the error message. So text error dot name dot message. Yeah, it should show the message which we have defined above in the rules. Yeah, if user try to submit without selecting the gender. Okay, so now let's try. First deselect this gender. Okay, let's refresh. Yeah, it's saying it's working fine. Now let's define field of father name. Okay, so yeah, we will do the same things. First we will define text, and then controller. Okay, so controller, control, then rule, then we will define the required message, like father's name is required. Then render, we'll define this render, starting template, and then field which we will receive as an argument, this is on change and value, and then the component which we want to render. So it should be text input which you want to render, and then now I'll give the label as father. Okay, father name, it would be better, yeah. And then value would be value, and after if we change the text, then on change will handle, and mode would be outlined. Okay, and so give style, style dot input. Okay, now we will give the name. So name is father name. Now we need to specify this field in form data type as well. Then in default value, then in the argument of on submit. Yeah, I think it should work fine. Now do the same for mother's name. Mother's name, and paste it and change this father to mother. Yeah, and this name, and yeah, rest would be as it is. Also we need to handle this error, like if you don't fill the value and try to submit, then we should show error message. Nice. Error dot father name dot message and error dot mother name dot message. Now we'll define um, this father name and mother name in type of form. These are some types which we want to receive, and also in default values, and then in on submit. Mother name is string and father name is string. Okay, now you can see these two field had showing a, yeah, let's fill the value and try to submit. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, we need to also define it in model. So let's define this text in model, because we also want to see it in model as well when you just click the submit button. So just do small modification, father name and here mother name. Okay, and here also we'll change this gender to mother name and this to father name. Okay, let's check. Click the submit button. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, now as we have created father name and mother name, the next field should be address. So let's write code for to create address. So let's controller and okay, and we'll do the same for email. Now let's do the same thing, copy and paste, and we'll modify afterward. Now do the same for phone number, paste. Okay, now one is college name. Yeah, we should define college name. Now paste it here as well, and now do the modification. We will remove the rule. We don't want to make it required. Okay, text input label should be address, and address I want to create it multi-lined, and we will also define the number of line. I want to keep it 3, and then okay, it's good. Now here we will do modification for email. Label should be email, and rest looking fine. Okay, we need also modify the name. So address above one, and this error message here it should be address, and here also errors, no, sorry, address. Here we will modify, 1 minute, right, showing, let's change it to email, and here as well email. Okay, it's showing underline because we haven't defined inform type. We will define it afterward. Let's first do modification here. Phone number, nice, and then in name we will change it to phone number. Phone number. Yeah, I think it's good. Now do for college name. No. Okay, we need to not use errors. Because we don't want to create it's required, so we'll remove this error message what we have defined. Yeah, and now do the modification for college name. Okay. Yeah, it's looking fine. Now we will define this field in form data type, this address, email, phone number, and at last college name. Okay, now I will also define in default values. Email, it should be string. Okay, empty string. To define it empty string. Okay, now we need to also define in on submit as an argument. So let's define all these four attribute, so that when we click the submit button, it will receive these fields and so the value of this field in model. So yeah, we need to also define it in model. So just do the same thing, copy and paste four field nodes, so 4 times, and then we'll do modification. So first one was address, so select data dot address. Okay, second one was your phone number, sorry, email. Here we'll modify it to email. And third one is phone number, and here we will do phone number. Okay, fourth one is college name, and here we will college name. Yeah, I think it should work fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's not required, that's why it's showing empty. Okay, let's fill the random values. Okay, abc@gmail.com. Okay, let's fill the random values. College name, abc university. Okay, yeah, everything is working fine. Nice, looking good. Yeah, form is working fine. Now we should create one last field, and it should be exam center. Yeah, now define the exam center. Here control would be controller, and then render, inside which we will define field. It should be on change. Then we need to import this drop down from React native element drop down. Okay, so now we need to install this module. So first let's see. Yeah, npm install this module. Okay, so now this module has installed. Now we will create this exam center as drop down. Okay, so let's just drop down, and inside this drop down we need to specify the data, and this data would be exam center, and we need to define the exam center as an array. Okay, so let's define it, exam center, and this array, and here we need to define a JSON object. So first label, it should be Patna, and then value is Patna. Second option, I want to show exam center as let's say Delhi. So label should be Delhi, and value is also Delhi. Okay, so let's create a third option. So the third option I want to give, let's Bangalore. Okay, and value should also be Bangalore. Okay, now the fourth option, let's say Pune. Yeah, Pune would work. Pune, and value should also be Pune. Now fifth one, I want to give, let's say Kolkata. Kolkata, then value is also Kolkata. So these five options would show in the drop down. So yeah, this is the drop down where I've defined the data as exam center, and now we'll define the value would be the value it would have handled by the argument what this render is receiving, and then on change, like if it change, yeah, it user will select any element from this drop down. Then label field, set it label, and then value field, and to set it as value, and then placeholder I want to set as select exam center. Okay, and I want to give a style as well. So let's give styles dot drop down, and okay, now drop down position I want to open it on upward position, top position, not in downward. So I have specified it as top, and now I will give the name as exam center. Okay, yeah, now we need to define this field uh, in type of form data. Okay, so exam center is string, and also we will define it in default value, and next is in on submit exam center as string. Okay, now we will also define it in model. Okay, so first define the css what we have used in style. Okay, so this drop down. Okay, background color, I want to give the background color this. Okay, now border width I want to give it as 1, then border color, then border radius, and give some padding, horizontal and vertical, and then margin bottom I want to give it to 20. Okay, now see how it's looking. Yeah, it's showing here. Yeah, it's working perfectly. Pune selected. Okay, oh, so address is still showing in one line. I want to change it to multi-line. So for to change this, okay, we need to in style let's define one more style for large input, and okay, let's define this large input css here. I want to give height as 80. Okay, now in this height we can accommodate another line as well. Okay, now it's looking good. Now let's see. Okay, now we will modify it in model, so that after clicking the submit button it would show the selected exam center. So let's modify it to exam center, and here is remove college name and exam center. Okay, so now okay, let's fill complete form and see is it working fine or not. So first name Nityanjay Kumar, then gender as male, father name Vijay Shah, mother name Rita Devi, and random value for address, email, then phone number. Okay, and then college name, university, then pick a center, then click on submit. Yeah, it's working fine. So now our form has completed. If you find this video helpful, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos related to React Native and many others. Thank you. Thank you very much.